Hey everyone, Baller here. We're on the second game of February 1 NBA Game Day. Before we start, I'm inviting everyone who have not subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, Baller, to just click on that subscribe button below and also include that bell logo or bell button so that automatically you will be receiving notifications as soon as there's a new video up. Okay. Now we have an Eastern Conference battle here. Charlotte Hornets going up against Miami Heat. As always, let's go ahead and take a look at their standings first. Let's begin with the Charlotte Hornets. They're ranked number 8 right now with 9 wins and 11 losses, and they've won back to back. This Charlotte Hornets team is one of the hardest to predict, honestly, because they would be in a slump, and they would be losing badly, and then all of a sudden they would be beating teams like strong teams at that. And again, these last two wins of Charlotte Hornets, they defeated Indiana Pacers and they defeated Milwaukee Bucks. I mean, come on, right? Would you imagine Charlotte Hornets doing that? I'm sure if I said that Charlotte would win and defeat Indiana, would defeat Bucks, I'm sure you guys would say I'm crazy, but they did that. So again, it's very hard to predict Charlotte Hornets. Sometimes they're on a roll, and sometimes they can pretty much beat any team. They even defeated Brooklyn Nets once, right? So yeah, it's really tough. For Miami Heat, they're at number 13 right now. They're in a struggle with 7 wins and 12 losses. But last game that they had, that was against Sacramento Kings, it was a close one. Actually, it was just by 1 point, and they won. A win is a win. So yep. But really, the good news for Miami Heat and for all Heat fans out there is that their leader, their number one star, Butler, is actually back, and he's back like he wasn't, like he wasn't out for like a couple of weeks. He had like 30 points, I guess, against Sacramento Kings, and he was looking great, man. Again, he didn't look like he was out for such some time. So that's definitely good news. I know that the Miami Heat team are still missing a lot of their players, but the fact that their leader Butler is back is already a good news. Now, what do we have here? The game will be held at Miami. Miami is enjoying the home court advantage in here. So Miami is actually given -5 in the spread, and of course, Charlotte is having that +5. Whew. In terms of fatigue, both teams had a rest last night. They had their respective rests, so I don't think it would be much of a factor on this game. But in terms of the injuries, let me take a look. For Charlotte Hornets, they have Terry Rozier placed under the questionable tag on this game, so he's not really ruled out of this yet, but again, he's tagged as questionable for this game. Now, for the Miami Heat, as mentioned earlier, there are still some people or several people who are still out. Namely, for this game, Chris Silva, Myers Leonard, Harkless, all three are ruled out for this game. And then there are some who are listed questionable: Tyler Hero, Goran Dragic, Avery Bradley, and Gabe Vincent, while Andre Iguodala is listed as day to day. Okay, so there are still a lot of players, who are still unhealthy, so to speak, for Miami Heat, and one can just imagine if all of them would be back and all of the stuff are back to normal. Miami Heat would really look like the Eastern champions that they were last bubble. Okay, so my prediction in here is that Miami Heat would get this. They are at home. Butler is back. When Butler came back again, he looked sharp, and I'm pretty sure that they would shake off everything and they would look better in this game. It's been a while since they played with Butler, and now that they have played with Jimmy a couple of nights back, they would look better, and they would distribute the ball better this time. Adebayo is there. Butler and Adebayo should be enough for them to beat Charlotte Hornets. Plus, there's a possibility that a Rozier won't be playing for Charlotte. So yeah, I'm really going for Miami Heat on this. Miami, I'm sure, is already kind of pressing the the panic button because again they're at 7 wins and 12 losses. I'm pretty sure that as the Eastern Conference champions, they want to pile as much and as many wins as possible as early as tonight because they wanna be back in the playoffs and they wanna retrieve that Eastern Conference title. All right, so again, my pick on this would be Miami Heat -5. I trust in Butler and Adebayo taking care of this Charlotte Hornets team. All right, so stay there. There are still 8 games left for tomorrow. Well, I'm kind of confused. I'm in the Philippines, so for tomorrow, for those for those in using the Eastern time, for tonight. Okay, so again, to stay there, I'll be uploading the other videos for the other games. Peace out. Pase love and God bless.